Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Yeah. Now, Stephen Coon Smith, the coonest one. Listen. People gotta understand. Stephen Coon Smith. Okay, Stephen Coon Smith. Is trying to get ratings. Okay? Espen is desperate for ratings. Espen wants ratings, and they want people to tune in like, oh man, Kyrie for Ben Simmons, and they're trying to hype Ben Simmons up. They're trying to hype Ben Simmons up. So they could get people watching. They know damn well that Ben Simmons being traded for Kyrie would be the dumbest move in history. It's smokes and mirrors. When Nick Wrong said what he said, Nick Gonzo, remember I made that video? He said, I heard from a source that if Kyrie is traded, he will retire. And that's when Kyrie shot back with a beautiful post that he put. He had the puppet master pulling the strings of the puppet and said that to Gonzo, you're a puppet. LOL. Nick Wrong got upset and tried to entice Kyrie to come at him. If I'm wrong, Kyrie, how about you prove me wrong? Nick Wrong. Do you know why nobody respects you? Nobody cares about you. When Chris Carter was on the show, that's when people actually really loved the show. Now that they got Brandon Marshall, people are actually liking Brandon Marshall because you know why? Brandon Marshall is speaking facts. Now, sometimes he'll go overboard, but that's Brandon. Brandon is a real dude. Real dude. Now, here's my thing. Okay? And you guys can comment and tell me if I'm wrong, but here's my thing. Why is most of the people saying Ben Simmons for Kyrie all work full of brownies? Stephen Coon Smith is one of the biggest stick riders of LeBrownies. But back in the day, Stephen Coon Smith used to throw shots at LeBrownies. Now, he'll do it from time to time, but not like he used to. Not like he used to. Because you see, Stephen Coon Smith had to tune it down. Why? Because LeBrownies run Espen. So Stephen Coon Smith is trying to put that narrative out because he knows that KD and Kyrie are not liked by the media. So he knows he can diss them anytime he wants. The same as Nick Gonzo. Nick Gonzo says what he says because he's a LeBrownies apologist. They talked about Giannis. For like one day, not even a week, probably one day. Then they tried to go to saying that he had a super team to try to lessen the backlash on LeBrownies. And I had to go and make a video, dissing Captain Jack. And Captain Jack was a phenomenal ball player. He was a good role player. He was way better than Matt Barnes. But to watch Steven Jackson come out and say Giannis had a super team. Everybody had to go in on him because they couldn't run with that. But see, LeBrownies told him to say it because he know people would dismiss it, even though they may think about it, but they may dismiss it. Even LeBron fans was like, nah, man, I can't get with that. They couldn't even support it. They couldn't even support it. That was the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life. That Milwaukee was a super team. My thing is this. Giannis Antetokounmpo was not the best player in the league. He's not. He's not the best. I know he won a championship. He has the best team going into next year. See, people got to understand. Okay? People have to understand. You could be the best player in the league, but you can still lose. It's about the best team. When you win championships, that's your team who won championships. The team that Giannis had, I don't think that team would fare well against a lot of teams in championships. I don't think they beat Kobe's Lakers team. Or the early Laker teams with Kobe and Shaq. This Milwaukee team, they won, but they're not giving them respect because they want LeBron needs to still be the guy. The NBA's making money off of him. But the NBA is done. What they should have been doing was promoting everybody. They could have promoted everybody. But nope. They wanted to promote this guy. Now, the Billboard is basically saying Drake is touching Michael Jackson and Prince and their levels. Really. Look, Drake puts out great music. I don't care for the guy because I feel the guy's a scumbag. He only comes out for the black folks when he needs us to buy his music. But when we were going through our trials and tribulations with the George Floyd and all of that stuff, Drake light ass wasn't nowhere to be found. Oh, I know why, because he's half Jewish, right? You didn't want your Jewish zaddy to come off and kick your ass, Drake, if you was out there with the blacks. No, Drake, you only go out there with the blacks when we need your music sold and they buy it from you. Other than that, you do not get involved. Ain't that right, Drake? Drake has made it and has done great because he has taken advantage of a weak era of hip-hop. If Drake was in the 90s, the 80s, the 90s, hell, the early 2000s, Drake, he would be popping, but Drake would not be as big as he is now. The reason he's big now is because Drake can sing. He's a very good singer and he can spit. So because of that and his flow, he gets away with it. Now, because of his singing, he could translate to each era. His rap skills wouldn't translate to each era, but his singing could. But in his era, Drake is the greatest artist in his era. The best lyricist, the best spitter, in my opinion, is Big Crit. Big Crit is a better artist than damn near all of them, and spitter. He just doesn't get recognition because he produces his own tracks and he does his own thing. He's not wearing dresses or trying to get into groups. But Drake is not, I repeat, he is not touching Michael Jackson or Prince levels. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you all for listening. We're out. Deezy.